Okay, well, thank you very much. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat po. Ito po, si Nico Fabian. Once again, nandito po tayo sa programa natin, NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Kumusta kayo? I hope everything is running smoothly sa inyo in all aspect po, especially sa health ninyo po. No? Today is Wednesday, July, July 16 na tayo, and it's Wednesday. And of course, I would like to invite each and every one of you dito po sa programa natin, NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. And today we'll be discussing some issues pertaining or related to the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, our Marcos administration, and of course, let us not forget ang impeachment trial, issues on the impeachment trial of Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Medyo I'm not feeling well, but I'm trying my level best to be with you today so that I will be able to give you the latest updates on what is happening in the Philippines, especially so our fellow countrymen, ang mga kababayan ko po dito sa Malaysia, particularly in Sabah, and very specific in Kota Kinabalu City, you will be able to know or be updated on the latest updates of the things happening in the Philippines. And as what I said, I'm not feeling well since last night. I'm having a terrible, terrible headache po, to the extent that I was not able to sleep the whole night. And I don't know, basta ang problema tayo sa, I don't know, this is the first time that I experience having a headache. And at the same time, parang ang feelings ko po is I want to vomit last night, and parang my stomach problems din tayo po. No? I really don't happen. I could hardly sleep. But anyway, after this program, after this episode, I think I'm going to rest, and of course, I will continue to monitor whatever news mayroon po sa Pilipinas. And okay, let's start with our sabihin natin issues for the day. And mayroon tayong mga good news and bad news po regarding itong mga issues or breaking news in the Philippines. One of the good news, I would like to inform you that all senior citizens like me, now if we are in the Philippines, then we are going to enjoy a 15% discount. 15% discount in LRT or train rides po. Because this morning, Wednesday, no less than the President, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, already launched this program of 50% discount for senior citizens and people with disabilities po when sabihin natin using itong LRT, MRT trains in Manila. That's a good news. At the same time, I was made to understand that it was officially announced that the 20 pesos per kilo are now being distributed in Baguio City po. Let's hope that this 20 pesos per kilo will be available to all Filipinos, not only in Luzon, but also in Visayas and Mindanao. And yes, we were also assured by the Marcos administration that the 20 pesos per kilo will be continued until 2028, until the last day of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos po, or BBM po. Medyo medyo uncomfortable tayo ngayon, but anyway, I'll try my level best to give you itong importante, mga very vital informations regarding the Philippines. Alright, and of course, all my issues that I'm going to discuss today will be supported with video clips or footages po, so that the people will not think that we are doing or disseminating misinformations or fake news po. I will make sure that it will be supported by footages, and when we talk about footages, these are the footages, news reports po, no? And interviews by the relevant authorities. relevant authorities. First and foremost, I would like to share with you an article po which is very controversial and hot issues now in the Philippines, and I'm referring to based on the title of my program today, attempt linking PRRD in this missing cockfighters po, no? Cockfighters. And I will read you a story published in one of the mainstream media dyan po sa Filipinas, and I'm referring to the Inquirer.net. And the title or heading of this news article goes this way. Preposterous, Duterte says of Sabongeros case, drug war, alleged link. Alright? Now here are the details, or here's the details of this news article. It's preposterous, sabi ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte had this to say when informed of claims linking his administration's war on drugs with the case of missing sabongeros or cockfighters. Cockfighting enthusiasts, according to Vice President Sara Duterte, ang daughter niya po. Quotation, I informed him regarding the case of the missing cockfighting enthusiasts, and then I told him there is an attempt to link him with the case. So he said that it's preposterous, the Vice President said, speaking in Filipino during an ambush interview in The Hague, the Netherlands, yesterday. Alright. On Monday, whistleblower Julie Dondon Patingdongan, also known as Elias Totoy, claimed that the two police officers allegedly involved in the missing Sabongeros case were also linked to the previous administration's war on drugs. Patingdongan made the statement after filing complaints against 12 policemen at the National Police Commission office who were allegedly linked to the case of the missing Sabongeros. Also on Monday, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Romula said the perpetrators of the drug war might be connected to the Isabong killing, although he admitted that the government had yet to establish a clearer connections. But as of her reaction to claim linking her father's war on drugs with the missing Sabongeros, Sarah said she expected such attacks from the current administration. Well, she said, it is expected because we saw it early on with the attacks on my office. She said, adding that her work as a vice president has also been affected by such attacks. I said before, it seems like we are on road to perdition, and right now I think it's hopeless. I don't see any road going back to that road where there was unity and continuity of the legacies of President Duterte. Excuse me. Yan po ang statement ni Inday Sara Duterte yesterday when she was mayroon po ambush interview sa kanya po dyan sa The Hague. And as speculated and expected by many Filipinos during this breaking news of the missing cockfighting enthusiasts, that someday, or one of these days, this issue will link to PRRD or Tatay Digong po. And truly, it is happening now po. But anyway, these are rumors, these are talks without any, excuse me, without any evidence po. And let's see po, no? What will happen next? What will happen next? There is only one thing sure po. Ang NikTok, the Real Talk with Nico, will closely monitor the updates regarding this issue po. So that ang mga kababayan ko dito sa Malaysia, particularly sa Sabah, East Malaysia, you will be properly updated. I'm sorry. And it's really bothering. I'm sorry. It's really bothering ang headache ko po. And of course, parang meron tayong stomach ache. But anyway, I'll try my level best to continue and give you give you this mga latest updates dyan sa Pilipinas. Sige lang po. Anyway, okay, let me share with you. Itong sabihin natin footage po, no? Regarding itong issue, no? The first footage I'm going to share with you, hold on, I will check. Ang first footage natin is ito po, si Inday Sara Duterte. She was talking during the ambush interview dyan po sa The Hague. Let's listen to this.
We thank them for their concern for President Duterte, and we thank them for supporting the move for application for interim release of former President Duterte. So we are grateful to the senators for expressing this in a Senate resolution. Only the lawyer can comment on the Senate resolution, whether it will be useful for the case or it is not useful for the case. But the family is praying for interim release.
That's it, kaibigan, mga kababayan ko, Malaysian friends po. The footage that I've just shown to you po, Inday Sara Duterte was thanking the senators po who passed the resolution or motion seeking for the house arrest of Tatay Digong po, no? Of Tatay Digong. Mayroon tayo dito yan po, ang interview ni Inday Sara Duterte. And anyway, you hold on, more, okay. PRRD bill. Thanks, senators. Okay, Antonio. Saan ba yun ang... alright. Let me share you with this news report po from UNTC. This noon time po, no? And nandito po ang... I was talking about the 20% discount for the senior citizens and people with disabilities po. I'm trying to get the exact, exact, hold on,
Itong PRRD bill na inihain ni Senator Ivy Marcos sa Senado.
Alright, let's listen first to this.
Yes, mahigit 11 million na senior citizens at 7 million na persons with disability o PWD ang makikinabang dito sa 50% discount na ito sa pasay sa LRT1, LRT2 at MRT3. Kanina mismo si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ang nanguna sa paglulunsad ng programa sa MRT3 Santolan Annapolis Station. Ang inisyatibo na ito ay magdadagdag sa fare discount ng 30% mula sa 20% na unang pataw na diskwento. Kasunod dito ng inilunsad na 50% rin ng train discount sa lahat ng estudyante noong Hunyo. Inanunsyo naman ng Pangulo na magagamit na ang ilang Dalian train na nabili noong 2014. Ngunit natenga ng isang dekada dahil sa technical compatibility issues.
Kaya itong train na nakikita natin sa harap natin ito, naayos na ito, pwede nang gamitin. Kaya mula ngayon, gagamit tayo, meron na tayong magamit na karagdagang, we will use three trains. So makakapagbuo na tayo ngayon pa lang, 3 trains na 3 karwahe. So 9 nitong cars na ito. Doon sa 48, tuloy-tuloy natin na titignan at gagawa ng paraan para naman magamit. Dahil 10 taon nakaparada ito hindi nagamit.
Matapos ito ay na-inspeksyon rin ng Pangulo ang Metro Manila Subway Project sa Camp Aguinaldo Station. Ang unang tunnel boring machine o TBM CP103 ay mag-ooperate mula Camp Aguinaldo papuntang Ortigas Station. As of June 30, 2025, ang TBM ay nakausad na ng 281.74 meters mula sa launching shaft at umabot na sa Camp Aguinaldo White Plains boundary. Inasahang aabot sa Corinthian properties at TBM sa fourth quarter ng taon. Yan muna ang ating update. Balik.
Alright, yun po ang latest updates or news report. Lumabas po dyan sa Manila, no? Only this lunchtime. And of course, I will share with you another video po. Ano ba ito ang video? Medyo confused na tayo. Nandito.
The more, the merrier. Ito ang tugon ni Senator Tito Soto.
Hold on, parang hindi pa ito. Saan na yun si Inday Sara Duterte?
Agay pinaliwanag kanina ni Atty. Ruth Castelo, tagapagsalita ng OVP na...
Hold on. Alright, medyo ano tayo. Okay, next footage that I'm going to share with you. Ito po ang block. More, more, okay, ito mga senator mga block ni grupo nila nila Tito Soto Subiri, no? Ang minority block po. Let's listen to this report. Medyo tayo, nahirapan tayo ang ano natin ngayon. But anyway, as what I said, I will try to do my level best po to give you ang mga updates po. Pasensya lang po if medyo na gulo-gulo ng konti. But anyway, ang importante po is you get the news today po, ang mga latest updates. Nandito po. Let's listen to this.
The more, the merrier. Ito ang tugon ni Senator Tito Soto III sa pahayag ni Senator Bisa Ontiveros na bukas itong sumama sa Veterans Block sa Senado. Sa isang text message mula kay Senator Soto, sinabi nitong more than welcome ang senadora sa kanilang grupo at ang kanyang integridad at reputasyon ay magiging asset sa institusyon. Ang tinaguriang Veterans Block sa Senado ay kinabibilangan sa ngayon nina Senators Panfilo Lacson, Vicente Soto III, Juan Miguel Zubiri, Toren Legarda at Lito Lapid. Sa isang panayam, sinabi ni Senator Ontiveros na kailangan niyang maging bukas sa lahat ng mga posibilidad na kasang-ayon sa hangad niyang pagpapalakas ng oposisyon para sa 2028 at sa hinaharap. Nauna nang sinabi ng ilang miyembro ng Veterans Block na sinusuportahan nila ang muling pag-upo sa liderato ni Senator Soto sa pagbubukas ng susunod na Kongreso.
Yan po, mayroon tayong mga block po. Mayroon Duterte block dyan po sa Senado, which they're going to start ang duties and responsibilities la come after the Senate State of the Nation Address of Bongbong Marcos po, scheduled on July 28 po. No? So mag-resume na sila po in the morning. They will be electing ang Senado will be electing their next Senate President, and which is likely will be the incumbent, si Senator Chis Escudero. And of course, ang kalaban niya po is a former Senate President also, si Tito Soto po. But based on what we heard now, dyan sa mga news sa Pilipinas, most likely po si Senator Chis Escudero will retain his post as the Senate President. And at the same time, on that very day, in the morning, the House of Representatives will also be electing their Speaker of the House. And we don't know whether there will be changes, ang Speaker, because the incumbent now is no other than itong si Congressman or Representative Martin Romualdez po. And we were made to understand that there will be challenges also. Although we heard that Representative Martin Romualdez, meron po, he got the numbers. So most likely, he will retain his post. Okay, the next footage that I'm going to share with you is regarding itong PRRD bill. PRRD bill, which is being moved by no less than the elder sister of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., si Senator Amy Marcos. Let's listen to this footage po. Hold on, ha? Let's listen to this footage. Saan na yun? 320. 320. Saan yun ang 320 natin? Nandito po. Let's listen to this.
Sir, ano ang detalye nitong PRRD bill na inihain ni Senator Amy Marcos sa Senado?
Limang pahina ang kopya ng Senate bill na inihain ni Senator Amy Marcos na nagbabawal sa extraordinary rendition ng isang individual sa isang banyagang jurisdiction. Batay sa kopya ng SBN 557 mula sa tanggapan ni Senator Amy Marcos, tatawagin ang panukalang kanyang isinumite na President Rodrigo R. Duterte Act. Pinakahulugan dito na ang extraordinary rendition ay ang paglipat sa sinumang tao na nasa teritoryo ng Pilipinas papunta saan mang lugar sa labas nito na hindi voluntaryo at walang nasusulat na permiso ng individual. Maaaring kakailanganin rin ang kautusan mula sa competent Philippine court na nagpapahintulot ng paglipat para imbestigahan, questionin, usigin, iditine, ikulong o bitayin ang nasasangkot.
Nabago akong bill, ang President Rodrigo Roa Duterte bill, which is SBN 552. At ito ang nagpaparusa at ginagawang krimen ang extraordinary rendition. Hindi na dapat maulit ito nangyari kay Presidente na kinidnap siya at dinala rito sa ibang bansa. At papatawan natin ng parusa. Wala tayo masasabi dahil yung ICC ang may proseso sila na kanila, pero para sa atin sa Pilipinas, labag din sa ating batas ang nangyari. Kaya kailangan managot.
Nakasaad din sa resolusyon na inirekomenda nito na sino mang lalabag sa naturang batas ay papatawan ng ilang parusa. Kabilang na dito ang reklusyon temporal na pagkakakulong ng higit 12 taon hanggang 20 taon sa mapapatunayang guilty, maging sa mga magtatangkang gawin ang ilang probisyon sa panukala. Maaari na mga patawan ng paglabag sa iba pang mga probisyon ng prison mayor o pagkakakulong ng higit 6 na taon hanggang 12 taon, habang maaari ring patawan ng parehong parusa ng pagkakakulong ng higit 6 na buwan hanggang 6 na taon at multa na abot ng 10 milyong piso. Habang nasa The Hague, Netherlands, si Senador Amy Marcos ay inihayag rin ito na sinusuportahan na niya ang Senate Joint Resolution na kaugnay ng pagsasailalim sa house arrest kay dating Pangulong Duterte. Ngunit duda ito sa napapansinin ito ng International Criminal Court, kaya mas pupursigihin niya ang pag-iipon ng ebidensya at pagtatanggol kay former President Duterte. Yan ang latest dito sa Senado. Balik sa iyo.
Okay, yun ang latest tungkol sa passing of the PRRD Act or PRRD bill. We hope that this bill will pass so that there will be no repetition of what happened when Tatay Digong was kidnapped or surrendered to the custody of the International Criminal Court. That was on March 11 po, no? May mga question marks dyan po whether we violated the human rights of Tatay Digong, may constitutional violation ba or wala. So, yun po ang latest developments natin tungkol sa PRRD bill or PRRD Act po, which is being proposed by no less than Senator Amy Marcos. Alright, next ang ano natin is itong excuse me ha, itong footage po. Saan ba ito? Anong footage to? Parang walang title yata tayo dito. But anyway, I will share with you this footage po.
Agay pinaliwanag kanina ni Atty. Ruth Castelo, tagapagsalita ng OVP, na mayroong ilang challenges na kinaharap yung tanggapan ng pangalawang Pangulo pagdating sa implementasyon ng kanilang ilan sa mga programa noong taong 2024. Inihalimbawa ni Office of the Vice President spokesperson Atty. Ruth Castelo ang isa sa kanilang proyekto na magnegosyo taday. Ayon kay Atty. Castelo, hindi madali at nangangailangan ng masusing proseso ng pagsusuri pagdating sa mga benepisyaryo ng nasabing programa. Aniya, ang bawat business proposal ay strictly studied and evaluated batay sa Manual of Operations na ipinatutupad ng OVP.
There were a lot of challenges in implementing the programs of the Office of the Vice President. For each program in the OVP, it has its own manual of operations to make sure that everything is clearly and effectively done by the book. We follow instructions based on the manual of operations.
Dagdag pa ni Atty. Castelo na ang bahagi ng kanilang budget noong 2024 na hindi na-utilize ay dahil may additional requirements na kinakailangan pang magawa o matapos para sa specific programs ng tanggapan. Sa kabila nito, ibinida ng tagapagsalita ang libreng sakay program ng OVP na abot sa higit 1 milyong individual ang naging benepisyaryo. Sa kasalukuyan, mayroon ng 9 na libreng sakay bus ang Office of the Vice President na may ruta sa Metro Manila, Cavite, Bacolod, Davao at ang latest ay sa Tacloban. Sa kabila nito, tiniyak ng Office of the Vice President na di-utilize nila yung mga resources nila sa kabila ng budget cut na natanggap nila para sa taong 2025, at ibinalita rin ni spokesperson Ruth Castelo kanina na nasa 34% na yung utilization rate ng budget nila for 2025, at pinamadali nila yung proseso or ni-utilize nila para ma-maximize yung budget nila at matupad o mabigyan ng sapat na budget ang lahat ng kanilang programa dito sa Office of the Vice President. Ayan muna ang update. Balik sa'yo, Aga.
That's what you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, mga kababayan ko po, ang latest updates regarding what is happening, how they spend the budget po sa Office of the Vice President. Kanina lang itong news lumabas po, lunchtime, no? And this time around, I'm going to share with you another footage po, and this is regarding itong impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte po, no? And of course, talk show ito po, and ang guest nila po is no other than the former Associate Justice po sa Supreme Court, si Associate Justice Antonio Carpio po, wherein he is giving his views regarding the issues of the impeachment of Inday Sara Duterte, particularly itong pong directive ba ito, order ba ito po, wherein the Supreme Court asked the House of Representatives, no, ang Kamara po, to submit ang or to answer ang mga questions nila po. Maraming mga questions na po, but anyway, let's listen to former Supreme Court Associate Justice po, si Justice Antonio Carpio po. He is explaining on the issue. Nandito po, let's listen.
I think my sense here is that
Hold on, ha?
I think my sense here is that when the petitions were filed, as you said, in February, the thinking then was that because of what the House Secretary General told everybody, that he was asked to delay, and that everybody thought that the submitted its reply Tara's answer before the impeachment court, it turned out that the 10 session day period was not breached. That on the 10th session day, the fourth complaint, which had the signature of more than a third of the members of the House, was submitted to the Secretary General, and I think that was not in the records of the court. That's why they asked for that. Because there was something new, and it was reported in the papers. So they asked for that because they could not decide the case unless that is settled. Because here is now the House telling the impeachment court that the 10 session day period was not breached. But I think that information was not in the Supreme Court. That's why they asked for it. That's my reading.
But that's among other things that they asked Justice. No, but I want to go to that a little later on. But I want to go back to my question. It's the timing, because you've been there, and I guess the point is July 28 is the State of the Nation address of the President. July 29, it is expected that the impeachment trial will begin, or Justice, that it will be questioned by some senators, that the 20th Congress might not have jurisdiction. So it can actually begin, or it can actually be dismissed. I mean, I think those are the two things that might happen on July 29. So I'm just curious about the timing. Why ask the House now? Couldn't it have been done much earlier so that there could be some sort of decision, possibly, regarding this?
Yes, it could have been done earlier, but I think they asked for those, they sent that resolution asking those questions because I think they want to come out with a decision before the 29th, before July 29th. And
that's what I wanted to find out. Is that what you think? Is that
yes, because otherwise the Senate, as an impeachment court, will have to decide whether to proceed or not.
Right.
Out of deference to the Supreme Court, that the issue is there with the Supreme Court. So I think there's urgency for the court to act on it, so the impeachment court can be properly guided. I mean, that should be the case.
So you think a decision will be made before July 28 or July 29?
For me, it's most likely.
All right. Why? Again, because just to go back, the resolution was received by the House July 8, and they were supposed to answer within 10 non-extendable days, which would probably be July 18.
Yeah.
And then from that time on, you are presupposing that there will be a decision thereafter before Congress begins the 20th Congress.
Yes. I think the court or whoever is the ponente might be ready with a decision, but then this came out that the 10 session day period was not breached per the House, per the reply of the House. So they want to get confirmation what exactly happened.
Yeah.
Was it breached or not?
Yeah. Was it violated?
Yes.
Or was it not violated? All right.
All right, that's it. That's what you heard it from former Supreme Counsel, Supreme Counsel Associate Justice Carpio, Antonio Carpio po, explaining on some issues regarding the impeachment or the questions asked to the Camara or to the House of Representatives to answer to the Supreme Court po. And of course, we have to wait until July 28, and then the following day, 29, then they are going to convene the impeachment trial of Inday Sara Duterte. And whether it will be dismissed or it will push through, all we have to do, we have no choice but to wait until July 29 po. 28 and 29 will be a very busy day for the people, our government, and the politicians, and everybody, the Filipinos, will be very busy monitoring itong event po, no? 28 and 29. 28, it will there will be official opening of the Senate, the 20th Senate, and of course, at the same time, the official opening of the House of Representatives for another term po. That will be the 20th Congress. And in the afternoon, we are going to see the State of the Nation address of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, wherein he will be reporting to the nation on his accomplishments and his plans for the next year po, no? For the next year. And I will share with you another footage po, also related to Associate Justice, former Associate Justice Carpio. But before going to that, I would like to shout out muna tayo po kay Emilu Perez Sebastian, who is watching this program today. July 15 tayo po, 16, no? July 16, and it's a Wednesday. Okay, nandito na po ang footage natin of former Supreme Council Associate Justice po regarding the issue of impeachment.
Focus on one particular question where the Supreme Court said or asked that did those who signed the resolution, did they peruse the resolution? Did they peruse the charges? Did they peruse the charges and the evidence before signing? Well, we never ask the Supreme Court whenever they come out with a decision resolution whether those who signed the decision resolution perused the charges and went over the evidence. I mean, that's considered. If you sign it, that means you have studied it.
So you don't agree that they asked that?
Yes, I think I would agree it's an overreach. Because what's the point? They already they signed and it's verified because there's a verification of them that they read it and the allegations are true of their own personal knowledge or based on authentic records. I mean, you state that under oath. That should be enough already.
Even if, for the sake of argument, they didn't, for example, sir.
Well, there is such a thing as conclusive presumption because if you go into that, then we will never, you will have to ask every congressman who signed the bill whether, did you really read the bill? I mean, there is such a thing as an enrolled bill. The enrolled bill doctrine, once it's certified by the Senate President and the Secretary of the Senate and the Speaker of the House and the Secretary of the House, that's conclusive. I mean, you have to take it for what it says there.
Take it at face value.
Yeah, you take it at face value.
Yeah.
You can only question it if there's a breach of the Constitution. Like, you count the number of votes, kulang. I mean, if the Constitution says it requires 2/3 vote and you did not reach a 2/3 vote, you can question. But you cannot question those who signed. Did you read it? Did you understand what you were signing? I mean, that is supposed to be conclusively understood already by those who signed. We don't ask, for example, the President if he signs executive order. Mr. President, did you read that before you signed it? Did you understand it? No, that's a public document.
But if that is your position, rather, Justice Carpio, why do you think this was asked?
I really don't know. I hope they will not, whatever is the answer, they should just take full faith, give full faith and credit to the document itself, that they signed it, they verified under oath that they read it, that it's that the allegations there are true of their personal knowledge or based on authentic documents. They should take it at face value because that's an official record.
Do you think?
So that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The statement coming from no less than the former Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Carpio po, na? Antonio Carpio. I'm sorry, medyo ano tayo. But anyway, let's move on sa program natin po. I hope that whatever I shared to you, footages and sabihin natin news, no? It will help you. At least you will be able to have a picture. You won't be blurred over what is happening dyan po sa Pilipinas, especially when we talk about politics, when we talk about impeachment of Inday Sara Duterte, and so forth and so on. I'll make sure that you will be properly informed. All right, mayroon dito po. I will see if okay ba ito? Let's see. Saloon stress. Trust in House surge even with impeachment drama. All right. Let me share with you this news article po. The increase in the public trust received by the House of Representatives, even with the drama surrounding Vice President Sara Duterte, shows that the efforts of the chamber were not put to waste, lawmakers said on Wednesday. In a statement, Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adyong said the social welfare stations, or SWS, survey showing that the trust in the House rose to 57% in June 2025, up from 34% and 49% in April and May, respectively, shows that the people saw the job that the House is doing. Usually, when a particular Congress nears the end of its session, trust ratings decrease, especially if there are intense issues like an impeachment. But at this time, it was the other way around. Trust ratings increase. That tells us something very important. People saw that we were doing not the noise. All right. So yun po, according to the SWS survey revealed or released today or recently, na the trust rating of the Congress has increased po to 49%. Okay? So, yun po ang latest developments natin po tungkol sa mga breaking news dyan sa Pilipinas. As what I said, I'm sorry, medyo tayo a little bit confused dahil since last night until today, medyo nahirapan tayo po. We're having some serious headache. And alam na natin po, when you have when you're facing some problems sa headache natin po, this is my first time to experience that. Even I also experienced stomach problems po, no? In fact, last night I was not able to sleep properly. And nevertheless, it is my obligation. I made a place to all of you po, especially mga Filipinos dito sa Sabah, to make sure that if not every day, but often, I will give you the updates regarding what is happening sa Pilipinas po. And of course, any news in Malaysia, we also try to push through. And before I will end this program, I would like to inform you again, maybe tomorrow I will go deeper on this news, wherein the House of Representatives is already contemplating again on the possibility of pushing itong constitutional change or cha-cha po, no? Or cha-cha, it means we have to change our 1987 constitution. And it has been a very controversial issue earlier po. And the House of Representatives were saying that there is a need, especially the outcome of the cha-cha will help improve our economy po sa Pilipinas po, no? Because changes will be more on economic changes po. But the other side who are opposing this cha-cha, they're saying it is a very dangerous move po, because you cannot just change the 1987 constitution po, focusing only on the economy. There will be other people will push for political changes po, no? It means may mga revisions dyan po sa 1987 Constitution. But anyway, let's see what will happen after once they will convene itong 20th Congress, 28th Senate po, and let's see what will be their program. So in the meantime, I think this is all for today on a Wednesday, and I hope everything is running smoothly sa inyo. And again, I would like to apologize if medyo mahina tayo ngayon po sa programa natin because medyo may problema tayo sa health natin. Anyway, with this, I would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.